Revelation 1 verse 13, and in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Scriptures. Me have to do it from my phone. What's your name? To the live one.
Revelation 1 and 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine grass, as if they burned in a furnace.
I noticed when they come here, just say, you know, they say, God black. Yeah. Alright, so, you know, good last question said here. You see, when I know certain things, there's the things that are going against what you know. You know, you're supposed to basically can set that right. You know what I mean? But when you ask the question, it's a good last question.
But next thing to know, because even they bring it up about whole this religion thing. During slavery, the Europeans basically indoctrinate we with what them did believe. Right? So we thoughts on that.
Alright, yeah, but I'm going to ask you from the answer, I'm going to ask if you know that this is not biblical, right? And them know indoctrinate we to basically look for something like this as God or whatever, you know what I mean? What your thought on that before me answer you?
So we believe say is really public programming. They probably see the white man as superior or something along that.
That's a part of it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's a part
you know
of
what I mean?
it,
Because the thing is, you go back to our whole history where two nations basically come up a woman, you know what I mean? We'll get the history right, you know? And the thing is, one of the nations them supposed to be servant, one nation supposed to be the ruler of the earth. You know what I mean? But it was also prophesied that this nation also was going to get a time to reign or to rule. But it will come to an end. You know what I mean? So the nation I'm going to talk about is Esau and Jacob. You know what I mean? You have Edomites that come from the so-called white man, which is Esau. And you have Jacob, which is the touch of Israel. You know? Which are the people that mess up on the signs predominantly. Now, the so-called white man got the chance to put us in slavery to shift from one end of the earth to the next one of the earth. You know what I mean? And that was all because of the Lord planning. And again, we were confident that one was going to be the ruler really, but one point when I go basically still get with the rulership. Give me
So this is Genesis chapter 25, 7 points, verse 19. It says, and these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. So Abraham begot Isaac. Okay. Alright, so Genesis 25, verse 22. Let me start at 21. It says, and Isaac entreated. Let's start at 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went and to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people.
that phrase, 2 nations in our womb, and 2 manner, 2 different type of people, basically, I come from my God.
It says, so 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people
shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Right, so one of them be stronger than the next nation, and the elder are to serve the younger. Right? Yeah, we'll get to it, man. We'll get to it. So, now I ask a question now, right? For we find out directly. Now, these two nations is what you call the Israelites and Edomites, right? Now, the Israelites, so-called dark skin, not really just dark alone, but that for the nation, isn't it? But when Jacob came out, he was dark skin. Esau was like this, red. You know what I mean? That's a question now, simple question. So the so-called white man, or a so-called Negro, who is stronger, physically, right? So that's tell already. Go on.
It says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
As a white man, your shirt is white. Right? Right. But the Bible says it come out red. You know what I mean? And the word red back then basically I word red this had to do with that. A variation of red, the word red really had to do with a variation of a color that we today we call different colors so to speak. But from fire red to pink is actually what it deal with, you know what I mean? Right. So the white man, pink man, or red you want because it's rednecks nonetheless, you know what I mean? And when you see the term, when you see devil, an image of a devil, you have to see a red image, really, you know what I mean? Yeah. Red, you know what I mean? So this is how it came out. This was unusual. People never used to burn so. You hear that? People normally have pigmentation and melanin in them skin. Until this man was birthed. What?
So it says the first came out red.
Remember the younger, the elder will serve the younger, so the first will be the older one. What?
All over like a hairy garment.
Oh, I get it. Okay, good.
And they called his name Esau.
So by right, Esau came out first, supposed to be a servant, until brother will come out after him, which is Israelites, Jacob. Right? So them so-called man right now supposed to serve we, but why they must serve? Why we in a slavery? No. You know what I mean? No, give me due time too. Right? Due time 28. You know, just 2.9. But the real thing is that the laws them it's first time notice when they come up, where I say ask question and things they already might have an idea with it. So when I say one person like to reason.
I'm like just take things and run with it, right?
Because
Question certain things. But the average person just roll with the way society tell them to run with it.
That's nice. I'm going to reason it tonight. You see me? I'm going to read it completely. Because as a person, they already know that. Reason, right? So go on, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken. So, this is Deuteronomy 1 and 1, just in the context of it. Deuteronomy 1 and 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan, in the wilderness, in the plain against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel, and Laban, and Hezron, and Dizahab.
Come on, read one. Let's read one on the blessing.
So Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 1, it says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So quick run through. Bams, Israel become a great nation, and then Egypt, I go through slavery down there. The Lord sent Moses, deliver them, you know what I mean, bring them to the land. Right? But while that is taking place, he said to them, so look here. There are going some laws And if we keep them, they're going to make you know, they're going to bless you. They're going to be above everybody else on the earth. You know what I mean? All the good things that we can think of when Lord plans to the nation of Israel. But if you don't do what we said to do, by keeping the laws, then they're going to beat you basically, because he's our father, right? So that is the thing. Other nations, then, were not involved in none of this discussion. He must have to the ears to Israel to keep them. Like a blessing, for to keep them. That person, go on. You can't read Daniel. Shut it fast.
Daniel chapter 9, verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice.
Right, so he said, all Israel transgressed the Most High law. Go on.
Right? Therefore, the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God.
So we have to understand why you miss, and when our brothers are out here, so, in this land today, I work 9 to 5, you know what I mean? I have to buy a house, you get me? I have to survive basically. You understand all of that because it's a curse placed upon us.
Because we have sinned against him.
So we sin. We break the Lord, and we all listen to the Lord, and then we just go on.
Back in Deuteronomy 28, verse 15, it says, But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee to overtake thee.
We're going to get some of the main curses that just come to the yeah, I'll give you the sign again.
I'm going to start at verse 43. It says, The stranger that is within thee.
So 64.
So, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
So we want to pay attention again. We want to scatter among all people. So the nation of Israel is going to be amongst every people on the earth. So anyway you can think of people live, Israelites did it. We are scattered there. Go on.
It says, And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
I might notice something. We've been said it, we are talking about the nation of Israel as well. But yeah, you know, right now in the land of Israel there are some white people. As they may call themselves Israelis that, you know, Jewish and all them terms. Why is that so? It's a picture brain. If you don't know the problem, I think how they have to teach you. You see me? Alright, we're going to explain to you simply. You know what I mean? So, you know everybody have a problem to do. You see me? I'll get to that tell you. So we already know we have to take from one end of the earth to the next end. By what?
Yes. No, it says, And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Alright, so don't mind it. One story to go, you get cursed in South Africa. So we get moving from one end of the earth, from west, from the east to the west, so like yeah, you know what I mean? And this is how we get brought to this side by ships. And Egypt doesn't mean what? Bondage, slavery. We were brought into slavery again because remember I tell you earlier with the past running, we are in Egypt, not slavery. This is the next Egypt that we are now in. You know what I mean? One.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Pause. I'm going to read a history book. Tell you the same thing when you scrub a little technically, isn't it? But go on. Okay. So these are the roof of Babylon's Timbuktu, written by Rudolph R. Windsor. Send me page 84, second paragraph. It says, in the year 65 BC, Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. That's a question. You know, who were the Romans then? Yeah. Phoenicians were the Romans?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you know, you have any idea the leaders of the Romans back then, what nation and ethnicity and so on? Alright, so back then, when the Romans that were ruling were so-called white people. And I mean, go on.
It's pagans in the college.
Well, you have the pagan Roman Empire, and then you have the Holy Roman Empire when so-called black people take over.
So it says in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state
The Jewish state, yeah?
with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
Black what?
Jewish slaves. And in this, them quote on Deuteronomy 28 verse 6.
Right, so that sounds different from what you know as know, right? So this is your this is what I'm telling us how we look over here. Back in terms of New Passage again. Right?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, so the land where the Lord they tell you about, you know, they're going to see it again because they're just getting walking out of Egypt and scattered. Go on.
Yes. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
This is it. Sold unto your enemies. So this is the one that take the time of your enemies. Right? So you learn now why the so-called white man doing actions of an enemy to our people because they are our enemies. Right? They have always been our enemies. If you walking in the belly, what do you do? Shoot down the belly. There's a reason for that. Yeah, give me that good. Right? There's a reason for that. Now we are fighting the fight. Struggle, and then struggle is fight. You know what I mean? We were never made to be together in unity and peaceful. We are like yin and yang, two different opposite sides. We enmity, right? Right, go on. No, man. You can read that out too. I'll give you that one.
So in regards to the enmity, Genesis 27, and let's get to the point, verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above, and by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother.
The sword him shall live. Who would live by the sword? Right, the red man. We call them red man. You know, Edomites. You know what I mean? Them live by the sword. Meaning, them invent the weapons, them and them thing there. You know what I mean? For them, main way of life is hunting and, you know, doing certain things. What?
Yes. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Right? When you have the dominion of the break the yoke, what?
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
What is that blessing? When I go to a place, I'm finding something here, right? If you get to the cause of a blessing, which is to what? We're going to be the king and ruler of the earth. We're going to the earth, the face of the earth of ours, yo. This belongs to us. We are the true rulers of the earth.
Right.
You know what I mean? So him one, that's why I say when the concern the elite of the so-called white man, what they are trying to achieve now is what? We can live forever, so to speak. Immortality. You know what I mean? And basically owning everything, owning people, owning everything, that's what they want. That is our destiny really, what?
Yes. And Esau hated Jacob because of his blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob.
you say enemies, because of that just,
So Deuteronomy 28, verse 60, verse 68. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So the slave market was full of black Jewish slaves, and who bought us? The so-called white man. Who captured us? The so-called white man. Even the so-called Africans them over there, the real Africans them, they used to capture us as well and sell us to the so-called white man. You know what I mean? But the main point I want to bring up this after that scripture here is that look, we were brought over here by cargo slave ships. This is what the senior and our enemies who bowed in their heart that look here, they were going to slay with, they did all of this to us. You know what I mean? That's because what we break the laws of the Heavenly Father, we run a curse at this point. Right? You know what I mean? And them men have gone on them hard, so they're going to try to kill me off. Right? So you're learning today that you have an enemy that is plotting against you in many ways. You know what I mean? There's a reason why more people are so sick today. There's a reason why we are at the bottom of the table. Our nations are above us. There's a reason why, you know what I mean, we are in the ghettos. There's a reason why we are so poor. There's a reason why the cure will try. You know what I learned right now? You know what I learned right now? Sometimes you them now. He's a nigga. Our both in the SSL now. Investing money. Right? And then he realized that what am I investing money with? When I say good money, I'm robbing me money. And I say he's not like one of them. Because he's a servant. Again, he's the one of us. We're going to SSL, who won't SSL. So can what? Alright, so we'll just give some basic things, you know what I mean? If I have a question, I can ask a question. Alright, you see me?
So, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 43, it says, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Right, so the IMF, World Bank, we look at the people who own these organizations, they realize that they are the so-called red man. They are the red man, you know what I mean? And it's a common practice with the Bible. It's not a mystical book or a book where they just say, oh, it's just a fairy tale or whatever. No. Bible is real life, telling you what was to happen, what is happening now. May you live it. One.
He said the strangers among you, right? Basically, the other nations among we. For example, it happened in Europe. You know, Europe, also like we talked about King James earlier, we said that was a black man. You know, basically the kings and so forth, before Charles and Queen Elizabeth, and so-called black people rule. Europe, known as the so-called Moors. You know. After them, you have the so-called white man come up. When you hear about Europe right now, you hear about white people. In America, you have the natives, which are also of the nation of Israel. And them they basically own the land. In Jamaica, me can't find out one time, you know, so we see the nations them actually come up with them on the bottom now. Who own the hotels them in Jamaica? Heathen. Who own the banks them? You see me? Heathen. We don't want nothing.
So Deuteronomy 28 and verse 44, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the
By
tail.
the head and the tail. At this point, that's going to change. So that was to answer the question earlier, why we didn't know, the so-called white man both came out to do this to him. And the Lord give him that power really to do it. And you know why Lord give him the power? Because we sin against him. You know what I mean? But guess what? If we now return and put off them wickedness, they stop trying the man, woman, stop eating pork, what's the question?
But die for our sins, then why?
Why all this?
Yeah, why?
Alright, so there's the thing. Why if Yahweh Shai, and I mean the man of God, Jesus Christ, died for our sin, why are we still going through this? Because the thing is, we are supposed to be supposed to come out here and believe without saying die for us first, and have that faith that he might come back and deliver us. Because the thing is, he's going to deliver us. This is why you see us out here preaching this year. We're out here telling you that time come now, you'll come back to your true self, repent, right? Be sorry for the things that you did. You know, breaking the laws, them. You know what I mean?
17.
Knowing who you are.
32.
Knowing why all people
No common need every man if we are to repent.
so that they can get delivered when the time, when all hell break loose. You know what I mean? You better try to preach something.
Hold on, what about because we have to leave something here. We can send it over.
We can't say what the market is. Alright, well, you know what the market is.
So I know that you can, well, in Revelations we were saying that you can buy or sell receiving the mark, right? I still don't know what exactly the mark of the beast is.
No problem.
Right.
Alright, no problem. So you know that if you know the scripture, you won't be able to buy or sell except you have the mark.
Right, you're saying that closer to when God is coming back, you're going to, you know, the mark is going to be brought forth.
Alright, yeah, that's very nice. Go on.
Revelation 13, I'll just get to the point, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Alright, so scripture tells us, the word, if we're going to start from here, right? If we're going to the scriptures, the word meaning of the word mark, and the word that is here for mark, we're going to correct. So the word is basically telling you, or giving you an idea of what that mark is. You know what I mean? So first of all, you say a stamp mark imprinting mark, right? Which basically something that is going to be incision in your skin. So they're going to pierce your skin with something. Now it goes back to what? Grapho, which basically is dealing with what? Information, graffiti, writing, which is going to be data collection, right? And then go to character and grapho. Character basically is the feel of the sticky, right? So the thing is that there's an instrument out there that will be piercing the right hand and the forehead that is going to have information that is basically going to have your data on it. What instrument is that? RFID chip. It's radio frequency identification, right? These are just right here. This is what they have created to basically to be that universal stamp or universal mark to keep it in society. You know, for example, right? Without this, they won't be able to buy and sell coming soon. You know why? Because if you look on the NIDS system that come out now, digital society that much I bring out now, there's a mandate to create the entire world into a digital system. So everything that you have that exists is supposed to become digital. Smart home, smart devices, money, you know what I mean? Your identification, data, what I was talking about earlier, all these supposed to become this. Now they might basically take them time to do it so that you're not aware that they are subtly destroying you or bringing them into a trap. You know what I mean? But this is it, you know what I mean? No, there's no other instrument, there's no other system that with intellect I just listed a while ago than this. You know what I mean? They have a lot of things them say, oh, Sunday law and all kind of rubbish. No, it's about in your skin, like literally, physically going in your skin. This is the mark that's going to go into your skin. This already exists. It's already the plan and the elite to establish, and the mark is said. You know what I mean?
Alright, so Ezekiel 28. Ezekiel 28, verse 2. Sorry, verse 3. It says, Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Right, because this is what they want to do. They want to can trap everything you do. So that them call it a footprint. You know what I mean? Basically, of who you are, where you are, you know what I mean? What you like and dislike, basically. They want to basically know be like God. And this can establish a art when they believe can establish it like that.
It's basically a system or framework. You get me? But they create a system where as the scripture says, buy or sell. It never specifically said food or this or that. It does say commerce. So to participate in commerce, to get goods, service, or anything, isn't it? A system will be created, and to function or operate in that system, you have to have a device or tool that can make you navigate throughout. So this is the framework where they build a NID system, NIDS, National Identification System, or build a framework where uniquely identify you. You see me? So you can go out and get government service. You see me? You can buy food. You can go to the hospital and get service. Because this identification can identify you in society. So you can practice a normal person. This is the foundation. Now they want to move it a step further to a physical implanted device used to
My camera can't see.
So right.
Everybody ever have that implant?
Right. So you realize a device on person. So for example, two people meet in an accident. You see me? They rush toward them. One person in one everything left in the car. You see me? And them not look for identify, them don't know where I'm allergic to, them don't know any information about it. Versus the person who have an implanted device, them scan everything about it come up for a digital framework with a system when they create. Now them can easily operate on this one, make sure so you can get saved. Versus the next one, they're not sure. That is the whole idea. You see me?
This is a vision that they are establishing, which is the new world order. It is the said system we are talking about, you know what I mean? The vision is what? Vision 2030. If ever you the term before. Maybe vision 2030 yet? Yeah. Our sustainable development in this world, man. Why is that Jamaican object? That's a Jamaican initiative. It is a UN initiative that is basically being pushed worldwide. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, the so-called white man, the devil, his agenda is to control everybody. And that's what he's trying to do. This is what he believes is going to make him the gods of the earth. You know what I mean? So they're going to know it. There's also something that's called a sign. It's a sign that, right? That basically. So for example, now we have a thing where if you go from the documents, you basically are alien from society because they cannot do business to some extent. They can't get a bank account, they can't get a certain things. With this now, when this come out, if you don't have that, you're basically you're out of the system. You can't buy a car, so they can't do nothing in environment and they can't do commerce. You know what I mean? The Bible warned not to take this. Look at Revelation 14 and see how a lot of things they get, I'm going to say, particularly one of the reasons because of the agreement because you know certain things, you know what I mean? But it is good to continue to research and to study. But the key thing is as well to study the Bible. When you really dig in the Bible, certainly we are. I still not because of the things I think about the Bible is key to everything.
Revelation. The Bible, but they don't say a lot of things are changing.
Right?
I know there was I don't remember the book. But there was a book that spoke about, the women, like, mostly the demons were sleeping with the women, and they gave birth to mostly giants. I don't know if you
Reading something from the Bible, but not really like saying this. Let me get what I say.
because I know there was a scripture like that only. That was the oddest in the Bible.
Right.
Yes. So this is Revelation 14 verse 9. That's the point. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in their forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath.
If any man worship the beast and his image, you know what I mean? I take it to them right on their forehead. They're going to drink the wrath and Yahweh Shemashah, which basically is you're going to get destroyed, you know? They're going to get destroyed because America's going to be burned, you know what I mean? And not only that, you feel like they're going to try to force or to get people for once. Now, guess what? You have yourself right now, like I say, you're sticking on my hand, you buy yourself. No, I'm not do that. You know what I mean? And what am I doing that already? understand? But that is why he is so cunning and a serpent in a way I do because he might try to know, I try to control all the world's food. So you're gonna need food to survive that time period. So we're gonna create a need for you, a solution for you, which is to run to him.
Ain't gonna be the new money.
But we're saying to you that hell no, not to run to him, because remember his agenda from the day one is to kill us. You know what I mean? So you run into him to survive, not to save you, because he's your enemy and he has nothing more than to destroy you. He's not going to preserve you. You know what I mean? That not going to work out anyway. You know what I mean? And remember, this is also the will of the Lord to establish this earth, to prove who I am faithful, who believe in our trust in him, because again, we're going to be tried. Our temptation is going to come upon us where we're going to, I go through the pain and anguish a little bit. Can't find for a couple of days, but at the same time, the Lord is going to feed us, those who believe in him.
Alright, let's finish this. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
That is what is going to happen to those who take the mark of the beast. But give me Isaiah 65, that's me.
Well, so them are my servant shall eat?
Yeah.
5 and 12.
Yeah, man. So,
You're live right now, Miji.
Saturday and Tuesday, Tuesday evening, Saturday 5, you watch the videos them on YouTube as well,
Alright. Isaiah 65 starting at verse 11 says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, and forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish drink offering unto that number. Therefore, I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, he did not answer, when I spake, he did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
So, when the Lord is calling unto our people, he's doing that through us out here, and there are prophets across the world. You know what I mean? He said that he's calling to our people, they are not nourished. That's why you stop now and you give a ear. You know what I mean? If you take heed and take well, the Lord is saying, then you're listening to what the Lord is saying, and he's going to see with you according to that. But if you're not listening, he's going to what? Number you to the slaughter. What?
Quick one, a giant precept. Proverbs 1 and 22. It says, how long ye simple ones really love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and he refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
Right, this is a calling out here, right, that we're doing right now. And the thing is, you stop and listen. You know what I mean? So you're good. You're putting yourself in a situation not to be opposed, right? Because you have a lot of people that pass by, and they don't give a hell of what we're saying, right? Because they despise the word of the Lord. They get knowledge.
Right. It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel.
Right, so we tell them, don't, brother, I get your own woman. Don't see our next man woman and know say woman have I want another man woman. That is evil, adultery. Right? Do not eat things that are condemned by the Bible. Shrimp, lobster, crab, pork.
Worship other gods.
Worship other gods. You know what I mean?
Don't take the mark of the beast. Don't take the mark of the beast.
Right.
What? It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity.
So the Lord some of the laugh when they suffer.
Right?
When their downfall comes, people to laugh. Why? Because they tell yourself not to do that. What?
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Right.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon
What are
me.
we talking about? Mass killing.
Right.
And I mean, famine,
World War
A great
III.
proportion. World War III.
Right.
Jacob's trouble. You know what I mean? Disease is outbreak. You think about the big sea and other those are nothing. You're gonna have people really dying. You're gonna have people really dying.
Right?
You're gonna see people on the streets just pass away and nobody not to bury them.
Yeah.
Dogs and drunkards and people on them.
Right.
And wild animals.
Right.
That's what is coming, yo. Right?
Says, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me.
Then the God people say, yo,
The man never did the first corner.
you know, you want help? No. You're gonna say what?
Oh, the man never did that.
Yeah, the man never did that trees, and I preach word of your wash in your child.
Right?
Say me, I give you this wisdom. Say, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early in the time of destruction. See me, but they shall not find me. See me? Alright, jump back to Isaiah chapter 5, starting at verse 30. It says, therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Right. So we believe up here that the famine's gonna come, but here's what. We're gonna be protected.
Right?
You know what I mean? We're gonna be preserved. Just like that time I locked them down, I believe Sodom and Gomorrah. Everybody don't get that dead. Right? I got a lot of him and him immediate household. You know what I mean?
Into that, his wife dead.
Wife dead, you see me? Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. That's gonna preserve us in that time. And that's what we fear. I give a tell about when you say about if y'all try to come to die for the people, why would this know? Because your faith is gonna be tested. Do you really believe that he dies for you?
Right.
You're gonna preserve you in that time period.
Right?
You'll come to that. Go on.
It's basically a test of if you really deserve mercy.
It says, behold, my servant
Church
shall
minister,
sing
Mr. Kumai,
for joy of heart, but he shall cry for sorrow of
Right now,
heart.
people think of mental. When we talk some people, they say, yes, what? Collapse of the economy, famine, death. But why would you want that? Why would you want that? You're mad. Because they love the life, they love to see them come out and work 9 to 5 and suffer, you know what I mean? And pay tax. This is the way to go, you know what I mean? It's not the way, bro. We are bigger than paying tax and being servants. We are kings upon the earth that deserve our rightful position on the earth. That's right. Not being under the so-called man who's less upon our melanin, bro.
God,
Bible says they're based on the earth.
God.
God.
This is Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no account of his labor.
Right.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Right. Look, everything we always say. Now our church did. So them people go to church every day. Oh, happy day when Jesus come. You know what I mean? That's not gonna be the situation, bro. When Yahweh come back, it's gonna be blood spilling, bro. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, chariots them. You know what I mean? Chariots them, bro. When them called so-called UFOs. And then strange this, yeah man. Someone strange, no. Like a sci-fi something over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, hear about the Arabs them. You hear about the Arabs them when they see from where they in the US. Or them call them drones. Orbs, sorry.
Yeah.
What does it say? Anyway, what may I say still, in the US, you have some of them here so-called UFOs, they will pop up and people have video them. Even one them send a drone for go look on one and they basically shoot it down. So then them basically a panic now. Yeah, you can go look it up. You can look up orbs or strange drones.
Of course. And that is our fear too.
No. The chariot shoot down the drone.
You know why people are fear? Check this out. Are you better say? We see them thing you have thing. You know what I mean? We have videos seeing them.
And we look it up.
You know? So the thing is,
And pretty much the US military very much admit to it.
see how
Pentagon.
they advise, but when them admit to, them know say that. I can't, if you want to look at something again too. According to the US, whenever we are terrorists,
No man, I approach give me either. I don't remember my name. I'm gonna watch it then.
but if I believe that apocalypse, if I believe that come that, if I believe that come
That is it.
the Lord, you're an enemy of the so-called white man. Him being as a terrorist already. If you also don't want to put in your house, you're a terrorist, according to them. Because the aim is to have total control and to basically you need to come to them to supply. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you're good, man, you're good. Doesn't make sense.
Also, we have a Saturday still. You can watch the channel.
5 p.m. and up.
Yeah, we try to be up by 5 p.m. to about 7. We're there on Tuesdays from about 6 to about 7.
It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had some time in derision.
Right, so these people gonna be, you know, ashamed. One,
And a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, as they say, see me? And his end to be without honor.
they don't believe so. They don't believe so. We gonna come to nothing.
Kan,
Let's high go to high go.
kan, like when I
We have no purpose on earth. Gonna come opportunity every weekend. Come talk.
kan,
You know what I mean? One,
says, how is he numbered among the
they're
children
gonna say,
of
how
Yahweh?
are we? The open the go here, numbered amongst the sons of Yahweh,
Kan,
right? How are we gonna be crowned and glorified in that time period?
kan. Because I think this labor is fruitless. See me? And his lot is among the saints. See me? Alright, so I'm jump back to Isaiah, just wrap up with Isaiah. See me? So back in Isaiah 65 verse down to verse 14 again. Say, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart. See me? Because we are up in a chariot then. See me? Now we are the one part of the hope for the lake. See me? But he shall cry for sorrow of heart and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Right? Amen. Because the time of coming on the salvation of the children of Israel, the elect of the children of Israel is near me. See me? And all of them who know a part of this thing, see me, who be escalating the world and consume the world, they must get destroyed. They must have sorrows and anguish. See me? While all of we who basically endure to the end, basically hope of hope to salvation. See me? So with that hope that this was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Say, Kalalal Yahweh, Hashem, Hashem, the honors to the elders and apostles of great stone, and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in all sincerity and all truth. Shalom.
So man, I must say, I would have won the praises too.